Servus and hello, my name is Luis from TNH Group and this is my 6-month recap on the Uniformation GKTwo resin 3D printer. We're going to take a look at what happened, what was good, which is a lot, and what was bad, which is not a lot. Also, I'm trying to make this video into sections so you can skip ahead if you want. If not, you can just listen to me talk for a bit in the new space, because this is the printer cabinet where all of the inventory is and some older printers that need some maintenance and some filament, and yeah, I will show you some milestone achievements with getting this place in order. So first I'm going to give you a quick overview about the features that this wonderful printer has. I want to start things off with the ease of use that this printer has, because it just works. It has a resin heating function, which is very good if you live in a climate zone where it has seasons, like here in Germany, and it's currently like 4 degrees outside and it's in the basement, so it needs to heat the resin to print properly, to prevent print fails, and it does that, and it's really good. It has easy replaceable screens. It has a slide in and out VAT, which you can just put in with one hand in like 3 seconds, and it's amazing. I don't want to go back to screw down VATs anymore. And the lever action, not the lever action, but the lever on the build plate is also really nice. All these features make it really good for like small businesses like me or beginners to start in resin 3D printing. It is similar, adjacent to the Bamboo Lab machines, which I also have, and I want to make a video on that as well. Once you figure out the slicing part, the printing part is not a problem, and that's what I love about the machine. Minor drawback is like a software side for me, because on my machine I cannot go back in the menus. So I have to restart the printer for everything. It's not a problem if you don't do anything besides printing, because if you insert the USB drive, it opens it up automatically. But it's just a little tedious. I meant to get back to support on that, but I have not written that email yet, and yeah. Also, I don't want to reach out through Facebook to get technical support. I want to just write an email. But it's like easily fixable. Another thing is that the storage on the device is kind of low, and I kind of want to expand it, but I'm not sure if that's already released or is still in the works or how that works, so don't quote me on that, but it could come with more, basically. So the next bit is about how I use it, and I use it pretty much every day, or like my employee, which is my mom, because I moved away and whatever, but it almost like it's made to work every day. When I had some crunch phases where I would print like 6 things in a row, like back to back to back, in one day, it just breezed through it. No print fails, just works, and I really love that. And the ease of use comes in hand with like easier training for, like, it's not that important for like normal people, but I'm a business owner, and when I eventually like scale up and need new employees, it's really easy to train it on the daily machines, because a resin printer is not that difficult, and the Uniformation GKTwo is even less difficult than the other resin printers, because it just works. You can set the heating function to just work all of the time. You set a temperature and then it just goes, and I really like that. Let's talk about the performance and maintenance on this machine, because FDM printers like these up here need a little bit more maintenance than resin printers, and I have not done a single amount of maintenance on the GK2 besides just adding a little bit of oil to the lead screw, and that's it. And it has worked. It's still on the first FEP, it's on the first screen. The screen protector is still on, if I remember correctly. It is worry-free for the first 6 months at least. I've had some other printers where there were a lot of bigger issues. Talking about print failures for a little bit, and they are very rare with this machine if you have a broad idea how resin works. That could be like in general, but on this printer especially, I've had about 10 print fails in 6 months, and I've printed 1,000 models at least. Big, small, doesn't matter, just print it. Let's talk about some pros and cons for a bit. I've already mentioned the heating function multiple times, because it was a really big gripe for me in the past that I had got some failed prints when I was printing in my garage, and it is just due to the viscosity of the resin, and that's because it's too cold. and then you get print fails, and it's no bueno. And especially if you need uptime like me, it's the best. Another pro is that it's really easy to use, which I've also mentioned like 6 times. A downside is that the space on the printer is very limited, which I think could be averted with like a NAS or network attached storage device, or you just simply use USB sticks the old way. It could just be cool like if there was like a print farm management system, or like you can tell the printer to always look at a certain folder within a designated address. That may be possible, tell me in the comments, but like something like this could be very cool, and especially with an Ethernet port. That could be like A+. To add to the A+, it could have a little bit of a bigger screen, a little bit of a higher resolution, and a bigger build plate. Because it's very mid-sized, and some of the larger models just barely fit on it. They didn't increase the build plate size in the GK3, so that's why I'm not getting a GK3. And they could have gone with a bigger screen or like a bigger build plate. So overall, I think that the GK2 and my past journey with it has been excellent. It has been an excellent 3D printer. It has been very reliable. There's been little to no issues of using it, and I'm looking forward to keep using it and maybe like replace the PFA with my own. Link is down there. Eventually, well, like I probably should do it after half a year. It's been a little bit more, but around half a year. I would recommend it to friends, family, and like people starting out, and especially small businesses, as I've already mentioned. It's just so easy, so everybody could do it with it. You just like it becomes a tool, not just a tinkering project, which is really nice. And I would consider buying a GK2 over a GK3 in case I want to expand my print farm, because I don't need the features that the GK3 has. It prints, like it has a bigger, like has a higher resolution screen, but the GK3 2 prints well enough where you can, if you use anti-aliasing, like it's good enough for 95% of the people. And when people come, who need like more detailed models, I can print them as well, because I have smaller printers with high resolution screens and they make more precise prints. But to 95% of the people, it's good enough, not in a bad way. And lastly, my limited contact with Uniformation has been very great. I didn't get the new Play toy because my channel is not big enough, but we are working on that. So thank you for watching. This has been my 6-month review. If you have any questions about the printer company or whatever my workflow is, I've done a video about that. Make sure to like and subscribe to not miss any more uploads. You can also hit the bell icon so you get notified when I upload a video, which is not sporadically anymore, hopefully. I have 4 videos planned for December. Besides this has been Louis from TNH Group. I wish you all a great day. I hope you print something and that you have no print failures. I will see you in the next video. Tschüss und auf Wiedersehen.